The roar of the crowd was deafening. Thor scanned the sea of faces, all eagerly awaiting the clash of gods. The air crackled with excitement and the promise of violence. "Place your bets," a gruff voice bellowed. "Who will triumph? The thunder god or the war deity?" Thor's grip tightened on Mjolnir. He could feel the hammer's power thrumming through him, matching the pulse of anticipation in his veins. Across the arena, Hachiman stood motionless, his katana sheathed at his side. "You face the might of Asgard," Thor called out, his voice carrying over the din. "Are you prepared, Hachiman?" The Japanese god's eyes narrowed. "I have faced countless battles, Odinson. This is but one more." Without warning, Hachiman's hand flew to his sword. The blade sang as it cleared its sheath, a streak of silver arcing towards Thor's chest. Thor brought Mjolnir up, deflecting the blow with a resounding clang. The crowd gasped. "He's fast," Thor thought, readying his stance. "But I've weathered worse storms." "First blood to you," Thor grinned, electricity crackling around him. "Let's see how you fare against lightning." He held Mjolnir, the hammer streaking through the air. Hachiman's blade flashed, barely deflecting the mighty weapon. "Impressive," Hachiman admitted, his stoic facade cracking slightly. "But your hammer is not the only mystical weapon here." His katana began to glow with an otherworldly light. Thor recalled Mjolnir to his hand, the familiar weight settling in his palm. "This will be a battle to remember," Thor mused, excitement building within him. "May the worthiest god prevail." The clash of steel on Uru rang out across the arena as Thor and Hachiman engaged in a brutal dance of destruction. Sweat beaded on Thor's brow, his muscles straining with each swing of Mjolnir. Hachiman's katana sliced through the air, its ethereal glow leaving trails of light in its wake. The blade found purchase, carving a deep gash across Thor's bicep. Thor grunted, pain flaring. "First blood to you indeed, warrior god." He retaliated, Mjolnir connecting with Hachiman's shoulder. The Japanese deity stumbled, his armor cracking under the impact. "He's strong," Thor thought, "but I can outlast him." "Your hammer packs quite a punch," Hachiman acknowledged, rolling his injured shoulder. "But can it match the speed of my blade?" In a blur of motion, Hachiman unleashed a flurry of strikes. Thor parried desperately, sparks flying as Mjolnir met katana again and again. A few cuts slipped through his defense, painting red lines across his chest and thigh. Thor's eyes narrowed. Time to show him the true power of the storm. Lightning crackled around Thor's form, his hair standing on end. With a mighty roar, he summoned a bolt from the heavens, directing it through Mjolnir straight at Hachiman. The Japanese god's eyes widened in shock as the lightning struck. He raised his katana in a futile attempt to deflect it, but the sheer force sent him flying backwards, his armor smoking. Thor advanced, Mjolnir held high. "Do you yield, Hachiman?" Hachiman struggled to his feet, his proud posture now hunched in pain. "A god of war does not yield, Odinson. We fight to the end." "So be it," Thor thought grimly. "May the All-Father forgive me." As the dust settled, Thor walked over to Hachiman's prone form. He knelt down and placed a hand on the god's forehead. "I honor your strength and determination," Thor said, his voice low and solemn. "You fought valiantly." Hachiman stirred, eyes fluttering open. He looked up at Thor with a mix of pride and defeat. "I may have lost this battle," he said weakly, "but I am proud to have faced such a worthy opponent." Thor helped Hachiman to his feet, steadying him as he struggled to stand. The Japanese god winced as he touched his injuries, but there was still a glimmer of fire in his eyes. "We may come from different pantheons," Hachiman said with a wry smile, "but we share the same warrior spirit." Thor nodded in agreement. "Indeed we do. And I would be honored to call you a friend." Hachiman clasped arms with Thor in a warrior's handshake. "The feeling is mutual, Odinson." As they made their way out of the arena together, The other gods cheered and applauded them.